The topics we discuss are many.
No story too bold to talk about.
Strictly our own opinions.
But they are opinions from people like you.
Welcome to the Nake'd Podcast.
"30 days smoke-free and feeling so good. Take that, cigarettes, but above the truth, stop sending me ads. It's your girl, Norma."
7 more episodes till episode 69. Till then, I'm your DM tech guy, Alan. So.
What? Oh, sorry. I'm in a book haze. Hey, it's Keelan.
Hey, everybody. I can't wait to be your next Supreme Court Justice. It's me, Ethan.
Not
I'm sorry, what?
Are you
No,
really?
not Amy. It's me.
What?
Yeah.
Damn.
I identify as Amy Barracona now, so if they confirm her, it's me. That's how that works, right? No.
That's not how that works.
That's not how any of this works.
You two have a different
So
social
what are you
security
going to
number.
be after episode 69, Alan?
I'm not going to talk about that just yet. It's a spoiler. But future Justice Ethan, will you tell us what you know about what's going on?
I don't know a whole lot about going on. I mean, I watched the first half of the commencement hearing today, and I've been keeping up with the story a little bit. And I think, from everything I can find on her, I don't see what's the issue with her. I mean, she's been a stand-up judge. She hasn't really made a whole bunch of waves. And I think the arguments against her are more of fear, like trying to instill fear of her rather than disprove her.
Yeah, I can see that, definitely. I mean, a lot of people are targeting her faith as like a basis to how she will, uphold the law. So I can see how people would make that stretch, but I mean, at the same time, like, you don't define somebody by their religion. I mean, isn't that bigotry?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's some people like on Twitter and other social medias where they were saying that she's racist because she adopted 2 children, I believe from Haiti. I'm not 100% sure where, but she adopted 2
But how is that
children from a
racist?
country in Africa.
But how is that racist? I mean, she gave 2 kids. I don't understand how that's racist.
Because
That's a reach.
yeah, that's what some of these people, that's the way they see the world now. If a white person goes over to Africa and adopts 2 children, they're taking children away from Africa and bringing them here. It's like, but no, like, she was trying to do something good. I mean, I want to believe that these kids have a better life now than they would have had if they stayed where they were.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, everyone, well, as far as I know, everyone adopts children from, like, lower world countries. Like, this is a thing. This is a thing we've always been doing to give kids a better opportunity.
Actually, we go adopt from other world countries because the American adoption system is so fucked up and super fucking expensive. Instead of giving, parents a chance who actually care and want to raise children, they just make the standards impossibly high and force us to look outside of our country.
I have a whole tinfoil hat theory about this.
What's your tinfoil hat theory?
What's your tinfoil hat?
Yeah, let's put our tinfoil hats on.
So I, for once, I have a tinfoil hat theory. I believe that the American adoption agency, or whatever the hell they're supposed to be called, I think they're crooked because, hear me out, I think that they purposely keep kids in the system so that the orphanages can make money off of those kids. Because the government will have to pay for those kids, right?
Yeah. Whoa.
Yeah.
Alan sounds like he started taking his red pill, okay?
I mean, I am rocking Circular Jerks colors here, so I don't know what the problem is.
But that's like a lot of libertarians believe that a lot of the like prison system and educational system, like, they're not meant to help people succeed. They're just like meant to make quotas and It's just a big giant machine.
I think that the American education system is a little better about actually teaching kids, because granted, it's not a big percentage of teachers who really care about their students, but they do exist. Look at Mr. Hamilton. Like,
What
he's
are
an
you
example
talking about? I totally
of what a
disagree
teacher
with
should
you.
be. With me?
Yes. The American education
Okay.
system is not set up for success at all. Like, I know so many teacher friends that, like,
They're there to get a check.
They care so much. No, I have a bunch of teacher friends. They care about these students, but
Me
between
too.
like
Mhm.
guidelines and fucking standardized testing, like they can't actually help the children how they need.
And see, that's what I'm getting at. I think that they already have the capabilities to help these kids. They just need to stop being that way. As where the prison system is something else.
But
We should
so
never
to
have
bring
had
it back,
private
Amy
prisons.
Barrett-Conan. So Kamala Harris was accused of holding prisoners past their sentence to use them for like forest fires and other manual labor jobs that the state needed, and they can pay them cheap money.
Mm-hmm.
But this woman is also gonna sit at the commencement hearing and pass judgment over Amy Barrett-Conan because of her faith and her belief, because she is afraid that the first thing she's going to do is get in there and go Roe versus Wade, right? But everyone knows at this point there's been so much buildup and loopholes put around that even if they went and overturned Roe versus Wade, they would not be able to outlaw abortion like right then and there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
You're right.
right there, her first point of attack was kind of null and void. And then she moved on, and I don't know, at the hearing, as somebody who's going to be the vice president, or potentially could be the vice president, I would hope that she could at least have one nice thing to say, remember the whole thing, say one nice thing, two bad things or something. So, but she also never kind of engaged with her at all. Like, she had this snooty, like, I'm better than you, I'm talking to you, not talking with you kind of attitude. And I noticed Joe Biden had a little bit of that at the debate also, because he would not look over and engage in any form of conversation with the president at the time. You know what I mean? Like, if you're trying to be president, in essence, you're trying to be the voice of the people. And in order to do that, you have to communicate and talk with them, in that situation. You can't just look at a camera and talk down to people, or, talk at people, I should say.
That's a good point.
I just think that Trump and Biden are both those old men from the Muppets. What is it? Waldorf and Statler. Yeah. That's exactly what it is. Like, even if, let's just say Biden was the one to like try to engage in a conversation, like, would it be met with like seriousness and respect? No, it wouldn't. Like, this whole campaign is jabs at each other. Debates are jabs at each other.
But on that, that's one of the moments where I think Mike Pence shined this last debate, because
I think
no matter what happened, he was very like stand up. He congratulated Kamala. He said, "I'm honored to be on stage with you and all this. Like, I'm glad you're here," kind of thing. And he was very presidential in his own way. So knowing that
Pence?
Pence. Knowing at least Pence is next to Trump puts my mind at ease a little bit.
That's fair. That's a fair statement to make, because I got that vibe from watching. I didn't watch it all. I watched kind of like highlights of the vice president debate, and it was an actual debate. Like, it was actual. They talked about some pretty tangible things, like adults. Like, it wasn't running over the moderator and that whole shit show that we saw the first time.
Yeah,
so that's good.
Hey, it's also a debate is a battle of ideas in a way, and I guess it's one way to look at a debate. You can have more than one way of debating, and I think that's the nice way they complemented each other, watching those debates back to back. So you you have Trump that's kind of the loose cannon, but will get a point across, right? And then you have Pence there next to him. Okay, real level-headed, calm, and rational. I think they equal out, that they make a decent pair.
I think that's a nice sentiment, but our president shouldn't be a loose cannon.
Yeah.
Yes, but we also are Americans, so I mean, if you ever, like Trump is every American stereotype you can think of. He's loud, obnoxious, overweight.
You're not wrong.
He's Florida.
Yeah.
I never realized
The human
this.
depiction of Florida.
Oh my
But
god.
at the same time, if you do the same comparison with Joe Biden and Kamala Harris standing next to each other, do you think that Kamala Harris is going to have Joe Biden's back the way that Pence had Trump's back?
Given her
I hope she
for
would.
the Democratic bid, I wouldn't think so. But who knows?
I don't know. What do you think, honestly? I'm just curious what y'all think on it. I mean,
I would hope that she would have his back, because ultimately,
well, we all have our hopes,
people.
but like, what do you feel on it? Don't Kamala Harris me and go around a question.
Oh, you mean Trump? Don't Trump me.
Hey, how about you show me those emails?
We're still talking about
You just shut up, man.
I got it real good though.
I don't know. I don't really trust
Go ahead.
Kamala Harris. I really don't. I think that's like a real struggle for me with the Democratic parties, because I don't really have faith in Biden, and I don't trust Kamala Harris. Even in seeing her speak publicly, it's just very, I don't know, like, there's a stereotype of like women, or like, certain type of feminists, like they look a certain way. So I feel like she plays up that angle just to get her jabs in. Like, I'm going to play this character, and I just don't feel like it's genuine or authentic.
Yeah, she's real calculated, and you can tell in like how she speaks.
So I guess y'all didn't watch the full debate, but did you watch any of it?
The vice president? No.
Okay. But just looking at how they've handled the debate, how they handled Kavanaugh's appointment, how they're handling Amy Barrett Cohen's appointment, the leadership on that side of the aisle has not really instilled any confidence in me.
It's just a shit show. Like, it really is. There's so much going on. We're in the middle, we're, I guess, on hopefully the coattails of a pandemic. It's just, everything's just awful. It's election year, I feel like there's just a lot going on.
You know what else is a shit show?
What?
What's going on with Rooster Teeth right now?
I like how we transition from Joe Biden to Rooster Teeth. That's a very smooth transition.
Yeah, absolutely. Because it's the shit show.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Okay. we were ready to transition, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I was worried for a second. I jumped the gun. So, Rooster Teeth has some shit going on internally with two of their online personalities. I'm not going to speak their names, but they are from the divisions called Funhouse and Achievement Hunter, and they are being...
Was it Pedo and Bear?
Yeah, we can go with Pedo and Bear. They are currently facing accusations from multiple fan members over the fact that both of them were engaging with minors under the age of 18. Several women and some of the men within the fan base have come out. One of them was sending an explicit amount of images to different fan members, both by inserting objects into his body and sending sex videos. That was the Funhouse member. The Achievement Hunter member is being it is believed that he was not molding. What's the word I'm looking
Grooming.
for? Grooming. Thank you. Molding, grooming. Grooming women of 16 years and older. That's like send a whole bunch of messages, kind of gain their confidence, figure out what is wrong with them in their lives and try to fill that role. And it's believed that he's given out like multiple thousands of dollars to these women.
That's disgusting.
Wow, that's insane. So,
Mhm.
I guess, first off, we take these guys out back. We put them up against the woodshed.
Yeah.
And then we come
Oh,
in,
they've.
and then we come inside and we scold these parents of, what the hell? How could you not know if
Dude,
your kid
for
got
real.
like $5,000? Honestly.
It was over the course
I
of
don't
2
fucking know,
years, so
dude.
if it's smaller payments,
Oh, it's over the course of 4 years for one of them.
4 years.
Yeah, but that one girl received up to $5,000 like over the past 2 years. So far, there's I think 8 or 12 women that have come out. One of the mods tried to report it to Rooster Teeth for the one guy, and he's like, "No, don't report it. It's not going to happen again. It was a one-time thing. I made a mistake."
Okay.
Like both of these guys were married. The guy from Achievement Hunter had kids. They were both worth, in order of how I talked about them, $2.5 and $1 million respectively.
So they're not
You spent
the
so much.
biggest of deals, but they have some recognition.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So we
But
could also
still.
I just-
pretty
I
easily
feel bad for
answer
these
saying,
women.
right? No.
What's up?
What?
I didn't hear a single thing you said.
That's fine. It probably shouldn't be on tape anyway.
Yeah, don't do that. I've like no joke. This one guy, like he was really entertaining for the Achievement Hunter, and I've been watching him for the past couple of years. Like based off of the type of community we're trying to build, I wouldn't want that in our community either. I know that I would never engage in that kind of shit, and I'd be the first to call it out and to try to deal with it. Like how would you deal with that if something had happened with one of our members?
Gone.
Yeah. Well, I think that's too like the founder of Achievement Hunter. Like they have not
Mm-hmm.
made a public comment yet about it. So like part of me is like, well, maybe they're just
No.
trying to get all their ducks in a row, right? Like before speaking out or slandering somebody. The other part of me is
Mhm.
just kind of like, at least we're investigating it type of statement. Or
Oh, I
Yeah, but at this
absolutely
point,
believe they are.
everybody's been. There's so much stacking up. You had Epstein. You had Maxwell. I mean, I saw a giant list of mayors and councilmen and other items that Maxwell gave up from all over the country, right? You have Cuties. And it's just like, people don't have a moral compass at all anymore, it feels like.
Mhm.
And I don't know. This world's getting morally scary now.
Cuties is another
Tell me
shit
about it.
show.
Yeah. Weren't they didn't something happen at Netflix headquarters?
Them being served their papers by the U.S. Marshals?
No, it's the Texas
The Texas
Rangers.
Rangers. Yeah.
What?
There was a town who opened up a court case and charged Netflix with
Tyler County. Tyler County is now filing charges against Netflix for distribution of sensitive material of children. So we can say that on everywhere. And yeah, so they served them with Netflix with papers last week.
Wow. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about it?
I get that this movie was made to bring awareness to. I haven't seen it, so I don't know.
I'm not gonna see it.
Neither have I.
At this point,
Yeah.
it's not worth seeing for me. And I know it's supposed to be one of those movies that brings awareness, and sometimes shocking people into awareness is the way to go. But also, like, I just think about the mothers of the children that were in this movie and brought their child to the auditions?
They're videotaped. So they had 600 young females tape themselves dancing and doing what the movie would require and be sent to the casting people.
Oh my god.
So that, like you're saying, now there's videotapes of these girls doing who knows what the casting people had them do, you know? Like, you see the movie and you're like, whoa, what did they have to do to audition? And, yeah.
Oh my god. I'm super worried now.
I feel uncomfortable.
I
just
hope
thinking
Netflix
about
hasn't
it.
gotten hacked.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is real jarring.
But it's just like, where do you draw the line? You know what I mean? So you can't say, like, I'm bringing awareness to, murder, and then I go murder somebody and film the whole thing. But I'm trying to bring awareness to how it's bad, so it's okay for me to do it. And I don't like that argument. A lot of people try to reason and make up reasons for why this movie is okay, and I just don't
just
have
looking
any.
at the promo pictures of the movie, like, it doesn't look like a carefree, like, there was a depiction of it in France versus what was in the US, and in France it had like these 4 girls with their arms around each other. They're like young and very kid-like and childlike, and then the one for the US release was these girls that were over-sexualized. They looked very uncomfortable. And why are we putting our kids through this stuff? Like, why are we letting our kids be put through this stuff? And, like, while we're at it, let's talk about kid pageants, like, and how fucking weird those are. Let's get rid of those too. What do you guys think about
Yeah,
those?
I never liked kid pageants.
I think pageants are perfect for college age people. Like, the whole idea that was always passed around when we were younger is like, they graduate high school and they needed something to do, so do a pageant to get some scholarship money, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Laredo has a really corrupt pageant system too. Oh shit! Don't. The town that I'm from has a really corrupt pageant system too.
But, like, when
And
it comes
they
to
accept,
kids,
like, kids. Yeah.
right?
I think high school and college that'd be good, but nothing younger than that.
I was really excited to learn
I agree.
that the Miss America pageant had taken out their swimsuit edition.
Yeah,
section.
I thought it was a good idea.
That's a good idea.
Like,
My
if you're-
favorite part.
What are they replacing it with?
Keep going.
Sorry, my favorite part of the pageants, like Miss USA or Miss Universe, was the ones from different countries, and they could showcase their outfit, like their culture and their country with their outfits. Like, that's my favorite part of a pageant. I think it's amazing.
My favorite year, and the only one I know, is when Miss USA, her culture thing was a transformer.
What?
Sounds like America. America.
I know, was that Japan?
I would believe it was Japan.
Had to be Japan.
I would totally believe that.
Yeah, I think it was Japan.
Yeah. Or it's a Gundam.
Yeah, they built a real life Gundam, and the first thing it did was flick somebody off.
Mhm.
Is that real?
I remember seeing that. It's real.
Yeah, they built a giant robot that's the size of a Gundam, and it's fully functional. The arms move, the hands move. It doesn't walk or anything, but
Yeah,
it's just a monument.
it's pretty badass.
They were setting up all this crazy stuff for the Olympics.
Mhm.
Like, they were gonna have
Th-
Goku as their Olympic ambassador.
That's pretty badass.
So-
Not
Another
gonna
thing
lie.
they do this-
2020 robbed us of.
Yeah, so like they do for
Right.
Tupac and stuff, like a 3D image, like a hologram. Yeah, they were gonna have a hologram Goku as their ambassador.
That's badass.
That's the only thing I was looking forward to in 2020.
Are they going to be able to do that again in 2022? Or is it? No, sorry, 2024. 2022 is the Winter Olympics. I get them confused, guys. I'm sorry.
So that's okay, because when I went to Colorado, I had gone to an Olympic training thing, and they had taught us all about it. So I'm like, no, it's every 4 years. I learned about it on a tour.
I'm so ready to go back to Colorado.
Was that it for?
You guys are going soon.
Yeah, I'm good. What's next topic?
That's it. Y'all kind of wrapped them all up into one. That was a good little. Everybody segued it pretty decent.
Nice.
Nice.
Nice. All right, should we stop?
Yeah.
Time.
Let us know when.
Stop.
Well, that wraps up another great episode. Thanks for joining us. Find our memes and other great content on Twitter and Instagram at OG_the Naked Pod.
Run over to our website, officialmillennials.com, and you'll find our wonderful blog, some notes here and there from others, and a link to our Patreon, where for $1 you become a patron.
What do we get out of the $1 patron?
All of Alan's love and respect.
I'm okay with that.
And
As
a
long as it's-
handwritten note.
No handwritten note. My handwriting's shitty. While you're on the internet, definitely hop over to our Twitch and Mixer channels. On Twitch, we're Official Millennials. On Mixer, we're Official Mills. We will be trying to do some streaming this summer, so definitely check that out. Maybe we'll have a live show, and I will be doing streaming Mondays and Thursdays over at Mixer and Twitch. My handle is PeachZ90.
Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, where you can find all of our episodes with a little extra fun mixed in. Thanks for listening, guys.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, we love you.
This is an Official Millennials production.